Welcome once again to the BCHS Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey, and this is our weekly interview with one of the Bear players. And we're starting, as you always do each season, with a captain, and this is Captain. I know him very well and his family and number one, but I'll let you introduce yourself, Aidan.
My name is Aidan McClary. I'm going to be a senior here this year.
What position you playing?
I play quarterback.
And what size are you? I always like to find out how big you are.
I'm about 6'3", anywhere from like 180 to 185.
180, 185. Well, that's great there. And you've played quarterback, obviously, last year. You were not the starting quarterback until Javen got hurt. First game, I think first half of the first game. And
yeah.
You came in and had a well of a season. I think overall it's the 10th best passing yards in the history of Brainerd Central High School. So that's something to be proud of. But how nervous were you just going into that first game? I mean, get out there. You're the quarterback now. What do you do?
I think I was more nervous about just taking the snap than I really was just playing, because I mean I had a good team around me that were like able to encourage me that whole time. So I wasn't really super nervous other than that first snap. So
well, I'd say your mom and dad are probably more nervous than you were. Sitting in the stands trying to watch you there. But what's your playing background? I mean, I know you play other sports. Tell us what other sports you play. I've seen you play both of those sports.
I play baseball here as well. I played basketball, played tennis. That's about it.
How long have you been playing football? When did you first start playing football?
I started playing in 7th grade at Lake Forest. Coach Green got me to come out there.
Coach Kevin Green does a great job down there. And tell us about your family. I know them very well, but I'll let you tell us who they are.
My mom, Whitney McClary, she works here. She's a science teacher here. And then I have my dad, Adam McClary. He also teaches here, coaches baseball. And then I have two little sisters, Bella McClary. She plays softball here. And then a little sister, her name's Addie. And she plays softball at Ocoee, and she also plays track, or runs track.
Well, let me ask you this. Your mom's a teacher here. Mm-hmm. Your dad's a teacher here, so I guess you have no excuse for bad grades, do you? I mean,
no, I always got to keep my act right.
You have no choice there. And you're a senior, and you're one of the captains, obviously picked by your peers on the football team. Where do you see yourself, 15, 20 years down the road? What kind of career are you looking at, do you think?
I want to do something with engineering, in the engineering field. Right now I want to be more of an architectural designer.
Okay.
So that's what I want to do later in life. Design
some buildings or whatever,
yeah.
And it's all in the world of architecture there. I know as a senior, you're looking to see if you could play some college ball somewhere. What sport would you like to play? You're a really good baseball player, and you're a pretty darn good quarterback too. Do you have any druthers that you'd like to do? Or
I think football right now is definitely first. When I first started playing it, that's just all I wanted to do. I mean, I like baseball. Still would go somewhere in baseball, just football first.
Well, we had a good run last year in baseball. Up to the sub-state game. I think we lost 1-0 or whatever the score was over there at Siegel, and a great season there. And obviously, it fall's pretty good for you because you play football in the fall and baseball in spring. So those two sports don't overlap. Now you've played some basketball here at Bradley, but let me ask you this. I always like to ask players, what's the best thing about playing football at Bradley? What do you enjoy the most besides the Friday night game? I know nobody likes playing football on Friday nights, but is there something that you really like to focus on and say, it's just a lot of fun to do this?
It's a whole lot of fun, especially this year and last year. I mean, like, our team just gets together, goes together so good. And I mean, it's just anytime we can hang out, like practice in the weight room, whatever. I mean, we're always joking, cutting up. I mean, it's really awesome to be around everybody. Well,
good. Okay, and I also always like to ask, what's the hardest thing or toughest thing about playing football?
The hardest thing is probably getting everybody serious. Because, I mean, like I said, we joke around, cut around, and, I mean, getting serious is probably like our hardest thing right now.
It's time to play,
yeah.
And it's time to get to work, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure those grueling, we've had a terrible heat this year in July when we started, July 26th, I think, and then that's not a lot of fun out there in that heat, is it?
No, I mean, you got to get through it though. So, I mean, they take care of us. They know what we're doing. So.
Well, what do you think about being the first quarterback that will ever take a snap on artificial turf at Brainerd High School?
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be super nice.
Gonna be awesome, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though.
And that field's going to be ready in about 3 more weeks. We're doing this the week of our game with Brainerd. What do you know about Brainerd? I mean, have you seen a little film on them?
Yeah, we watched a couple plays. They're going to be very, very athletic. So we just have to, we got to make sure we're staying disciplined until like our game plan. So.
I'm sure they are athletic, got a lot of speed.
Mm-hmm.
They always do down there. Well, Aidan, I'd like to thank you for joining us today for our first interview here on the BCHS Bear Network. These are available. If you go to Facebook, look for the BCHS Bear Network. You can see a link to this on Twitter, and it'll also be on YouTube, so you can check out Mr. Aidan McClary, number 13 in the program, number 1 in your hearts as our quarterback here at Brainerd Central High School. Good luck next week. Stay injury-free for the Bears, and let's get a win on our first game against Brainerd. And that game will be at Finley Stadium, folks, in case you haven't heard. Surely the world knows now. At Finley, it's a 7 o'clock kickoff, not 7:30, but 7 o'clock kickoff this Friday night at Finley. Until next time, this is Gary Ownbey for the Bear Network saying God bless and go Bears.